Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Navida Sheikh from MCGM Virtual Class. I welcome all my dear students to another and interesting session. In today's session, we'll be learning a very interesting chapter from your Science 1 textbook, that is Effects of Electric Current. In our previous class, we've already learned about electricity, that it is a form of energy which is produced by charges. We have learned two forms of electricity, static electricity where charges are at rest, and we also learned about current electricity where charges are moving. In today's class, we will be concentrating more on current electricity. Alright, so what did we learn in our previous class? We learned that there is a flow of free electrons in a particular direction constituent an electric current or current electricity. And we also learned about how these free electrons move in a metallic conductors. Electrons in outermost orbits are very loosely bound to nucleus and can be easily knocked out of the atom. They are called free electrons. So we have learned all this in our previous class. So let's move ahead and learn something interesting. So how does electrons flow? The battery in a circuit gives energy to the electrons and pushes them around a circuit from the negative terminal of the cell, round the circuit and back to the positive terminal of the cell. This is how the electrons move in a circuit, which helps the bulb to glow. And the battery is the source of energy which is helping the electrons to move. So we have learned this, how the current is flowing. So with this we move on to the next part. We have also learned about a simple electric circuit. Now, a circuit is a very integral part of producing energy. Now, in current electric circuit, what happens is you need to have some components that are very important, like a cell, electric bulb, switch, and wires. The bulb glows only when the switch is in the on position and the circuit is closed. So here you see that there is a cell or a battery, there is a switch which needs to be on, and if it is on, only then the bulb will glow. And you need a bulb and you need connecting wires. And remember, all the things need to be joined together in order to the current to flow through it. Now we have also learned that electricity is a form of energy, and energy keeps on changing from one form to the other, right? We have also seen that because of electricity, there is heating effect, there is mechanical effect, like electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. Example, your electric motors used in fans, vacuum cleaners. Then you also have learned about magnetic effect. Because of electricity, the electrical energy gets converted into magnetic effect, like electromagnet used in electric bells. Then one more thing that we learned in 8th standard was chemical effect. How electrical energy got converted into chemical energy. For example, electroplating was used in polishing of artificial jewelry, protecting iron utensils from rusting. Then we also learned about lightning effect, how the electrical energy caused by accumulation of static charges, which is then converted to light and sound energy during lightning and thunder. So but today we will be concentrating on the very first thing, that is the heating effect. Now electrical energy gets converted into heat energy. Example, heating of electric iron, then electric bulb and many other objects that are there in your houses. So with this we come on to the very interesting part, that is if you are using your mobile phone for a very long time. Say if you are playing games, you are playing several games for a very long time, you will notice that the mobile phone tends to heat up, right? So there is this electrical energy that was there in your phone is now getting converted into heat energy. Yes, this energy is transferring in an electric circuit that is there inside your mobile phone. The heating effect of current can be observed in our day-to-day life. According to the law of conservation of energy, we already learned that the total energy in a system is always constant. This is the concept we make use of when we use electricity to power a phone or a television or a car. We are converting one form of energy into another. Have you noticed that when you overuse your phone, it starts becoming warm? Yes? We have all experienced that. Or during charging also you must have observed that your phone becomes a bit hot or warm. This is because when we convert electricity to other forms of energy, some energy is converted to useful work, but at certain amount it gets converted to heat energy, and this is the heating effect of the current. Alright. So in simple words, I would say that all the appliances that you see here, जैसे हमारी electrical iron जो हम लोग use करते हैं, वो क्या है? एक normal appliance है, but उसके अंदर एक ऐसी plate लगाई जाती है. When electricity is given to it, it converts electrical energy into heat energy. Same way toasters भी, toasters के अंदर भी coil होती है, अगर आप लोगों ने notice किया होगा, या फिर stove है, kettle है. Now kettles also, what do is they warm the water, they even boil water. Okay, then water heaters, all these appliances make use of the heating effect of current, electricity. Okay, so in short you can say that the heating effect of electric current is used in electrical appliances like electric heaters, electric iron, electric room heaters. Then we also use immersion heaters, that you put inside the water, so in order to warm the water also for bathing. Then you have electric kettle, hair dryers, etc. All these appliances have a coil of wire called as an element. When electric current flows through the element, it becomes hot and gives out heat. The amount of heat produced in a wire depends upon its material, length and thickness. Now here all the things that you see do not have same amount of heat being produced. Yes, जो iron है, iron के अंदर भी हम लोग adjust करते हैं speed. How hot do you want according to the material that you are ironing. जो material हम लोग iron कर रहे हैं उस हिसाब से हम लोग उसकी speed adjust करते हैं. ठीक है, तो वो coil एक अंदर होती है जो help करती है to adjust the heat. It depends upon the object how much heat it requires, like a stove. Stove requires much more heat as compared to a kettle, right? So this way, these are a few things which are important for an electrical appliance to convert electricity into heat energy. So heating effect of electric current. Here all things that you see like an electrical iron, a room heater, electric bulb also you must have noticed. जो हमारा bulb होता है हम लोग उसे हाथ लगाते हैं तो हम लोग को warm feel होता है, right? You must have seen when you go to a farsan shop, you must have seen that farsan वाले wafers वगैरह जो होता है चूड़ा होता है उसके ऊपर bulb लगाते हैं. Why do they put bulb over there? Because that bulb keeps things warm. ठीक है, वो उसे warm रखता है, गर्म रखता है क्योंकि उसमें heat generate हो रही है. Along with the light that it provides, it is also having heat being produced. ठीक है, तो जो अंदर जो वायर होता है वो कन्वर्ट कर रहा है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को थोड़ा हीट एनर्जी में. Alright, so when an electric current passes through the filament of a bulb or the coil of an electrical heater, electric iron or a room heater, the filament of the coil becomes hot. Let's understand about the heating effect of electric current. So, in heating effect of electric current, we'll be talking about the electrical circuit. When a resistor is connected in an electrical circuit, heat is produced in it due to the current. जो current flow हो रहा है उसकी वजह से electric circuit के अंदर heat produce होती है. Now this is known as the heating effect of current. Equipment such as water heaters or water boilers, electric cookers, toasters, the heating coils that we use in your bathrooms for boiling water, warming the water, for having bath, all these things have coils in them. Okay? So these electrical conductors having high resistivity are used here. For example, a coil made up of an alloy nichrome is used in the electric heater cooker as a resistor. Okay? While a tungsten wire is used in an electric bulb. Because of the current, this wire gets heated to nearly 3400 degrees centigrade and emits light also. So the hot wire also radiates heat to a certain extent. So I hope depending upon the object and what it is used for, the coils are made up of different material कि उसको कौन सा मटेरियल कितनी हीट बर्दाश्त कर सकता है उस हिसाब से उसमें वो कॉइल यूज की जाती है और उसका मटेरियल उसी हिसाब से डिसाइड किया जाता है. Now, if you see an electric bulb in your day-to-day life, that is the simplest thing that I could explain you about how heat is produced. Now, if you see an electric bulb, you will notice that there is a thin filament like thing inside the bulb. तो जो thin filament है वो क्या है? That is nothing but the tungsten wire which is used for the bulb to glow. The wires and the filaments which are enclosed in the glass bulb are filled with inert gases like the argon gas to prevent the filament from burning out. So on connecting the bulb to a power supply, what happens is the electric current flows from one contact to the other through the wires and filaments. As the electrons pass through the filaments, they constantly bump into the atoms and make up the filament and this causes the atoms to vibrate. ठीक है, तो ये वाइब्रेशन किस वजह से हो रहा है? जो करंट पास हो रही है उसकी वजह से हम लोग ने स्टार्टिंग में पढ़े थे कि इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट में ये एटम्स मूव होते हैं, इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर मूविंग एंड दिस हेल्प्स टू जनरेट whatever form of work we are doing in that appliance to convert that. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर वो हीट एनर्जी क्रिएट कर रही है और उसी वजह से लाइट फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो रही है. So in short, heat is generated and this is converted to light energy. Now let's understand a very interesting topic that is there in your textbook. Several times you have heard about buildings catching fire due to short circuit. Sometimes if we switch on an equipment in our house, the electrical fuse wire melts and the electrical supply shut down. Right? होता है ना कई बार हम लोग कोई बटन स्विच ऑन करते हो तो अचानक से पूरे घर की लाइट चली जाती है. तो उसमें एक्चुअली हो रहा क्या है? If you see this, I'm just giving an example of a live wire, a neutral wire and an earth wire in a plug. ठीक है, तो इसके अंदर जो 3 वायर्स है, अगर ये वायर्स के अंदर इनके ऊपर प्लास्टिक कोटिंग होती है. ठीक है, एवरीबडी नोज हाउ देयर इज प्लास्टिक ओवर द कॉपर वायर्स दैट वी आर यूजिंग इन आवर entire house electric circuit that is placed. Everything has a plastic coating over it. Why? Because अगर ये वायर एक दूसरे के कांटेक्ट में आते हैं तो एक सर्किट इसमें से एक स्पार्क आता है. ठीक है, वो स्पार्क को ही हम लोग शॉर्ट सर्किट कहते हैं. So you must have also heard about many a times, particularly during summer season, huge electrical power is used because of people feel hot during summers. We put on fans. Many a times we make use of air conditioners also, and we use electricity a lot during that particular time. So at that time, excessive current is drawn from the transformers, and with supplying the amount of electricity which is actually required is much more. And what happens is वो जो wires है they tend to melt. जो वो wire melt हो जाते हैं उसकी वजह से क्या होता है? Electrical spark generate होती है और इसकी वजह से fire cause होती है. Such an event is caused due to overloading. तो ज़्यादा अगर इलेक्ट्रिक करंट यूज होता है उसकी वजह से भी इलेक्ट्रिकल स्पार्क जनरेट होती है और फायर क्रिएट होती है. This brings us to a precautionary thing that we make use in our houses in order to avoid these sparks and in order to avoid this short circuit. We make use of electric fuse in our houses as a safety device which helps to protect our electrical circuit and appliances in order to prevent fires. Electrical fuse is used in all electrical circuit in buildings. Now this is how the electric fuse looks like. You must have seen it in your houses also. अगर वो fuse निकाल देंगे तो current flow नहीं होता है. अगर हम लोग उसको फिर से holder में डाल देंगे तो there will be electricity in your house. So this is what is electric fuse. And apart from electric fuse, there is one more device which is used in our house that is called as miniature circuit breaker, that is MCB. You must have seen this. What is the actual role of this in your house? It is when the current in the circuit suddenly increases. अगर हमारे कोई भी एक part में current ज़्यादा flow होने लगता है, तो what it does is it puts off the switch. जो हम लोग ने सर्किट में पढ़े हैं ना कि स्विच ऑन और स्विच ऑफ करते हैं तो करंट फ्लो होता है, तो यहाँ पर ये स्विच ओपन कर देता है. तो जैसे स्विच ओपन हो जाएगा तो करंट आगे फ्लो नहीं होता. ठीक है, सो द करंट स्टॉप्स फ्लोइंग थ्रू इट. सो डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ MCBs आर यूज्ड इन आवर हाउसेज फॉर डिफरेंट पर्पस. उसके लेवल्स अलग होते हैं और उसके टाइप्स भी अलग होते हैं. सो फॉर द एंटायर हाउस, हाउएवर द यूजुअल फ्यूज वायर इज यूज्ड. Now the very interesting thing is magnetic effect of electric current. Now we have learned कि electricity के वजह से, electric current के वजह से heat generate होती है. उसी तरीके से एक normal आयन रॉड को या फिर एक नॉर्मल नेल को हम लोग किस तरीके से मैग्नेट में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. दैट इज व्हाट इज मैग्नेटिक इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. यू हैव लर्न दिस. यू जस्ट क्विकली रिवाइज अबाउट इट. So when an electric current flows through a wire, it behaves like a magnet. Now it does not become a magnet, it just behaves like a magnet as a temporary magnet. जब तक current flow होगा तब तक वो magnetic property exhibit करेगा और जैसे current flow होना बंद हो जाएगा, it will not hold the magnetic properties. So if you do this activity, you can do it in your house also. You just need to take your normal cardboard box, wind a wire around it. ठीक है, इलेक्ट्रिक वायर उसके ऊपर वाइंड करेंगे. इट विल यू हैव टू कनेक्ट इट टू अ बैटरी एंड सेल, and you have to place a magnetic needle or a compass if you have. Just place it below the wire where you have coiled it. ठीक है, जहाँ पर आप लोग ने वो कार्डबोर्ड को कॉइल करे हो उसके नीचे अगर आप लोग के मैग्नेटिक नीडल को रखोगे, यू विल नोटिस कि जैसे ही आप लोग करंट को पास करते हो, whenever you put on the switch, you will notice that the needle tends to move. और जैसे ही स्विच ऑफ कर दोगे तो वायर, वो जो वायर कॉइल के नीचे हमारा नीडल था, मैग्नेटिक नीडल था, it will stop to move. So this shows that when electric current flows through a wire, it behaves like a magnet. This brings us to the right hand thumb rule. Now the right hand thumb rule helps us to understand about the magnetic field and the direction of the current. Now suppose if you have held a conductor in your right hand in such a way that your thumb points in the direction of the current. Then turn your fingers around the conductor. The direction of the fingers is the direction of the magnetic lines of forces. Now I'll show you all an image of magnetic lines of forces also. If you do not remember it, don't worry, we'll see that also. So this example of right hand thumb rule helps us to understand about the direction of the magnetic field. कौन सी direction में magnetic field produce हो रही है और कौन सी direction में current flow हो रहा है. ठीक है, so you have to remember it this way. This brings us to a very interesting part, that is electric magnet. Now electromagnet, like we said about, one more example here. If you can do it by yourself, you could wind a piece of insulated wire around an iron nail in the form of a coil. If you connect the free ends of the wire to an electric circuit or electrical cell through a switch, you will have to place some nails near the nail that is there. ठीक है, थोड़े पेपर पिन जो हमारे होते हैं वो अगर हम लोग वही नेल के पास रखेंगे, you will notice कि जैसे ही हम लोग प्लग ऑन करते हैं, the nails tend to attract the paper pins which were placed. जो पेपर पिन नीचे रखे हैं वो उसे अट्रैक्ट करेंगे और जैसे हम लोग उसे ऑफ कर देंगे बैटरी को, तो पिन्स वापस नीचे गिर जाएंगे. So this helps us to understand about electromagnet. So when an electric current is passed through a coil of insulated wire, it wound around a piece of iron, it becomes a magnet. Such a magnet is called an electromagnet. So there are a few things important that you need to remember about electromagnet. It is very simple if you just remember one example. If you take the example of an iron nail or an iron piece, okay, if you wind a wire around it, what will happen? And if you put on the battery, the nail acts as a temporary magnet, okay, and it loses its magnetism when current is switched off. So it consists of coil wound around a soft iron core. So you have to remember there are a few things about electromagnetism. They are very soft temporary magnets and are demagnetized as soon as the current is switched off. Their strength depends on three things: strength of the current, how strong the current is flowing, the number of turns of the coils, कितना coil किया गया है nail के ऊपर electrical wire, और the material forming its core. आयन कितना प्योर है, आयन कितना ज़्यादा यूज हो रहा है, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. These are the three things on which the strength of the magnet depends. They can be made in suitable sizes and shapes depending on the purpose. And remember, if it is a steel bar, if you are using instead of a soft iron, it will remain it will exhibit the properties of magnetism for a bit longer time as compared to the normal iron. Alright, so I hope electromagnetism is clear to you all. This brings us to another part, that is magnetic field due to a current in a solenoid. Now, what is a solenoid? A very simple concept. If you remember, I told you that I'll be showing you about magnetic field lines. Now, if you place a bar magnet and if you place iron filings around it, and if you tend to tap it, you will notice that this kind of a field line are formed around it. You have learned this in your 8th standard. Okay, so this is nothing but the magnetic field lines. This helps us to understand about how this coil that you see, that is nothing but the solenoid. Okay, so when a copper wire with a resistive coating is wound in a chain of loops like a spring, okay, ये जो spring दिखाई दे रही है आप लोगों को, spring like structure, it is called as solenoid. Whenever an electric current passes through a solenoid, magnetic lines of forces are produced. You are aware of the magnetic lines of forces of a bar magnet. We have learned this earlier. So the properties of the magnetic field of a solenoid are very similar to the magnetic field. ठीक है, जो solenoid की जो magnetic field है, जो हमारी normal magnetic field है, वो almost similar है. So one of the open ends of the solenoid acts as a magnetic north pole and the other as the magnetic south pole. ठीक है, जैसे हमारा मैग्नेट था, बार मैग्नेट है, उसके अंदर नॉर्थ और साउथ पोल है, वैसे ही सोलेनॉइड्स के अंदर भी एक साइड नॉर्थ पोल है और एक साइड साउथ पोल है. The magnetic lines of forces inside the solenoids are parallel to each other. Now, what does this parallel to each other mean? This means that the intensity of the magnetic field within the solenoid is uniform everywhere. सब जगह पर एक जैसी है. ठीक है, that is the magnetic field in a solenoid is uniform. With this, I hope this part of the chapter is quite useful to you all, and in the next coming period, we'll be learning more important things. Till then, thank you.